what's going on? F on my pawn here, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we managed, well, we didn't manage to, but we ended up exploring up the, the Footfall area. We managed to meet the Lord of the area, discover the issues, which seems to be famine, gangs, and a whole lot of other stuff that I do not want to list, but ultimately, Footfall is in a bit of a stew right now, and the biggest issue seems to be the gang issue, so we're going to have to deal with that before we can help them out any further. From there, we basically went down to the Shadow Quarter, I believe it's called, and we recruited Jay. In addition, we also managed to do some combat there. And now we've reached a specific hurdle, but through clever usage of combat and a bit of issues in regards to how we're going to fight them, we did discover a strategy that might work for future combats, but of course we will need to prepare these certain items that are required to fight the enemy. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. So, as you probably know from previous stream, we had a bit of a crash because of internet issues. I apologize for that. I'm not sure what was going on that day, but for those of you who are just watching on Kick, there is a proper VOD because I usually record everything as I'm streaming. That way, no footage is lost. This is how I'm, able to provide, quality content without losing anything. It's just a safety net for me to record as I'm streaming. Regardless, there was a trick. There was a trick that we had learned recently that allows us to deal a lot of damage without having to worry too much about the enemy, ruining our day. So that trick is throwing grenades in a specific area and having them be lured out to the specific area. So if I, say, wanted to deal with most of these thugs here, we would need to throw a bunch of grenades out into the distance here, or at least over here anyways, and they would be lured out, and as a result, they would start attacking us. Without, us being discovered, of course. So what I'm probably going to be doing is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to swap over to the las gun here. Ideally, we want to target just anybody here. But before we do that, I am going to take these off our hotbar here. And for the sake of the combat, we are going to throw, I'd like to say 8 gas cloud grenades because it lasts 4 rounds. So we should be able to get enough out that they are going to have a big issue when it comes to trying chasing us. So it's just a matter of whether we can make this work. So basically, we're going to gas the enemy, which is a very, very cruel way of going about things, but hey, anything to get success out. Yep, there we go. Gas, gas, gas. That sounds like a suitable name for what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so going off this, we are going to throw the grenades right here. Okay.
Who, if not me? I'll make it happen. It's as good as done.
Okay, and 4 more. one more for good measure. And before we go into combat, we are going to equip 3 medkits and 1 fire grenade for good measure. And then all we just need to do is just attack somebody. So we're going to start by attacking the fire starter here as a good initiator. There we go.
Will be your downfall.
I will fight if I must.
Alright, so as you know, we've got ourselves a position here. We are going to move over to here. This will give us a bit more cover to work with. And they'll be forced to charge over to here, the gas area, which will make our life a little easier. Argenta and Jay, we do want them over here, because they'll be safer off as a result. Alright. I'm not sure if this is the best result, but we will save here just to make sure, and we're gonna save over pain here. So that way we have a setup according, so that way we can just change our position as appropriate. But everybody's just gonna start, you know, marching over. And the pain of that fog is going to really hurt them. When they get into position, that is. It'll take them 2 rounds to get into that fog, but that is perfectly fine for our purposes. Okay.
I didn't flinch.
Oh, I got burned, but that's fine. Ideally, we do want to throw a grenade into that area. And it does appear that they're throwing grenades on us, which is not cool. So it seems they can still target us, which is not cool. So we want to load here, I think. Yeah, we're going to need to load, because clearly the stunners can actually get at us, which is not cool. So we will have to address that issue, which is not acceptable, per se. Okay, so let's see. If I move a bit further here... let's move over to here, maybe? That way I can get into position without, you know, being targeted by grenades. This should help us enough. That's at least what I'm hoping for. Yeah, everybody's gonna start moving, getting in position. Yeah, once they start moving, yep, there it goes. There goes one. Aveners Firestarter is really trying his best. Jay, we just want to move over to here, so that way nobody's going to target her. And everybody's going to be forced into this fog, basically. Or at least they're slowly going to start being forced into the fog. Alright. And with that, we just want to... preferably... yeah, let's move over to... yeah, let's move over here.
I have strategy.
Alright, we are going to throw a grenade over to here.
See to it personally.
There we go. That's going to get a frag grenade. That's going to cook some people. Right, we are going to use a run and gun here. And we want to move right back to... yeah, I guess we're moving right back to here. And I guess we'll just burst the attacks here. There we go. And we will get ready with cautious approach. And we'll get our sword ready, because we're going to be needing that quite a bit. Of course, the arsonists are going to try and walk through this cloud of death, but they're going to have a rough time in doing so. Naturally. Yep, the fire comes in. Ideally, we could also throw the smog over into the cluster there, but... it really doesn't matter. Oh, and he's managed to get the thunder stun. The rest are going to have a bit of a rough time, though. Thankfully, I'm not stunned, so it could be way worse.
Your end was inevitable.
Yep. It's that stun that really ruins me from the specialists.
You never stood a chance.
But most of them are perishing, so that's the interesting part. And yeah, no, that basically ends our run, so...
Those you sacrifice for the Imperium.
If we can prevent them from attacking us like that, then we're basically golden. So we need to be put into a position where the stunner can't really attack us. It's fine if, it is fine if we get attacked by the other guy, but, it's not cool if we get attacked by, yeah, it's not cool if we get attacked by the other guy, so we want to move over here, I guess. And I guess we need to post up here, then run and gun, and move as far as we can. Because that's the only way I can see about us, deflecting most of the harm that's about to go against us.
Rejoice in battle!
But yeah, no, the smog will, do its work. The rest will be forced to go over. It's just a matter of letting the 2 rounds go by, and letting the, you know, fire grenade do its, you know, work. If I can do that, that's basically golden for us.
I know what I'm doing.
And of course we will have to deal with the individual known as Ember, but he will be arguably easier once we actually get to that point. Okay. So we've reached the first stage of combat. We're going to save as Pain 2 here, so that way we get the luck of the dice rolls against us, or with us, that is. Alright, we're going to move over here. We are going to throw the grenade. There we go. Now, going off that, we don't necessarily have to go directly to them. We can just move over to here. And we're going to go for a burst fire here. And if the specialist is forced to go over to us, that's actually a good thing. So I think this is going to be the result of Pain 2. We're going to swap over to a sword and board style. Maybe I probably swap over to a normal sword if this attempt doesn't work, because the serrated sword doesn't have a parry boost. And I think we are going to need that in order to potentially overcome the threat that is Ember. But yeah, these guys are going to start approaching. It's going to be a pretty nasty situation, but I digress. Yeah, he gets the stunner off. Yep, there we go. Okay, yeah, no. We are going to need to reload then. Because it's clear that is going to work. We need to take advantage of the corners, essentially. Which kind of sucks. It could be worse, to be fair. I do have another method of sorting this fight out. It's just a matter of setting things up properly. But yeah, no, positioning is absolute key in these sorts of things. Okay, I think I'm gonna stick... Yeah, so sticking here is obviously the right move.
The enemies of the Emperor
I
will
won't be able to get the
undone.
attack off like I had intended, but it could be worse. I'd rather them... Yeah, I'd rather these guys approach as intended. We're gonna move over to the cover. Oh, yep, there you go. Damage comes in. Jay, we send you over to here, just to make it easy. There we go. Alright. But yes, no, absolutely luring the specialist over to prevent the stun is absolutely required here.
Don't let
So we're
your
gonna move
guard
over
down.
here. This will allow us to throw the grenade as intended. We are gonna huck it here.
Who's not me?
That'll kill that
Was
one.
inevitable.
The fire is going to allow for some extra damage. We are going to run and gun here.
Taking calculated
Okay,
risks
we
is
are
my
moving
second
back.
nature.
I completely forgot to use Surefire Plan. That is my mistake. But you know what? We'll see how it pans out. It's fine. Okay, but yeah, no, everybody's going to start marching across. And we're going to start to see a lot of thugs start to disintegrate once it hits round 2. And the stun comes in. Not the kill, but yeah. There we go. They're going to start taking tons of damage. There we go.
Another
Boom,
enemy
boom,
down.
boom. Alright. We are going to... What do we have? We don't have, Yeah, we don't have a cautious approach on currently, but that's to be expected. Alright, we are going to revel in slaughter. We are going to
I'll
use
make it
Surefire
happen.
Plan to get some evasion. There we go. We'll move back and forward here. We're going to use a medkit
I
here.
owe you a debt.
There we go. We are then going to use... Let's go with concentrated fire here.
On it.
Just so we have it. And then I'm going to go for a basic swing here. We're going to save. Because I do believe this is exactly the sort of ordeal that we want to be in. Of course, we're going to have to avoid Ember like the plague,
That's as
but
good as
that's
done.
to be expected. And hopefully we can actually land our hits. So we're just going to have to load these sorts of attacks and make sure we hit the 50-50. If we do, that's going to make it all the better. Now if I could get a shotgun, or literally anything that will help us in this sort of predicament, because it seems like we're going to be stuck in melee with this guy for a while. There we go. We'll save here and hope that's enough. Alright, these guys are going to start marching closer and closer. Thug goes down. Aveners Thug goes down. Firestarter rushes in. And I go down. That's to be expected, though.
By the manner of their death,
We just
we
have
shall
to play
know.
it safe with these sorts of things. Oh, right, I didn't activate the extra 5% from Cautious Maneuver. That's my mistake. No biggie, no biggie. We should be able to implement that real quick before we end turn. Let's see, we don't have the
I'll make it
cautious
happen.
approach here, so there we go.
You never
Yeah, there we
stood a
go.
chance.
There we go. As you can see, our fired up stacks have been really stacking up as a result. That's a load.
Go through sacrifice for the Imperium.
But yeah, no, it's just a roll of hit or miss at this point. Oh well. it's kind of expected at this point, so we'll see how the rolls go in our favor. We should be able to, as we get more attacks, be able to dodge more. It's just this particular situation seems to be rough. Like, we've got 95 dodge, but that's about it. Although, actually, this increases it. Yeah, we got a 95 dodge, but that should increase as we go through these attacks. Okay. Boom. Alright, now we just got 2 fire starters left, and Ember has really just KO'd us.
Emperor, protect the
Not having a fun time there. But we're trying. We're trying. Just a matter of getting lucky with the avoidance here at this point. But yeah, this is going to be our life for a little bit. Alternatively, we can reload back to the beginning. Worst case. Because there is options that we can rely on, to be fair. But I think this is the best outcome that we can go for, because these guys are just gonna... Yeah. We just need to get lucky with the roll. Because we should get the ability to use... Yeah, we could use our momentum now. God damn it, okay.
No, no, no! You can't be dead!
Okay, let's load. Let's try Pain 1 again. Maybe there's something I could have done to alleviate the issue a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Well, no, there isn't really much I can do beyond what I've done already. Like, most I can do is probably change up what I've got equipment-wise, but even then... Yeah, frag grenades are not going to cut it. They are short-term more than anything. Intoxicating elixir is only going to last 2 rounds. That's not going to work out. The only other thing I can think of is swapping the weapon from a normal serrated greatsword to a greatsword, which requires us to go back into or to be fair, I could just use a shotgun and then swap from shotgun to sword, and then sword attack to shotgun attack, and then sword, and then just rinse and repeat, essentially. That is an option. Let's load. Let's load and see how viable that is. Alright. So yeah, no, there is methods that we can go about doing things. It's just a matter of, you know, setting things up, but I digress. In fact, I'm not even sure if shotgun would work in this situation or not. I don't know. I could try it. Let's see. So currently I have a parry of 70. With the sword I have a parry of 80. Oh, no, wait, I have an 85 with a gun. Okay, so if I were to equip, say, the shotgun, I would have a parry of 85. Okay, so I have more parry with the shotgun than I do a sword. Okay, so say we equip the sword then. Or rather, the shotgun. Oh, right, it's because of the deflection gloves, isn't it? Deflection gloves give me my ballistic skill, which is going to slowly increase the parry. Of course, this doesn't affect dodge any, but the parry does certainly help. Long term, it doesn't really do much, though, so that is something worth noting. However, what I could theoretically do here is if I equip a chain axe on one hand, or rather a sword that does a one-handed parry. I think I can actually check my... Is it my cargo? I guess, yeah, no, it should be my cargo manager here. Let's see, cargo list. If I take out a normal sword, that would give us 10 parry. Yeah, I guess a normal sword would have to be it. I can't really choose much else, so let's just take... Let's put... Let's split this. Alright, let's put one of them into... Always add to cargo zone, add to cargo, there we go. Alright, what happens if we swap over to a sword here? Okay, we're brought to 95. Okay, so 80 currently, but if I were to equip a... You know, let's say a stub revolver. Or do we go with something else? Let's go with the stub revolver. And make the stub revolver the primary. There we go, 95. Okay, so literally the sword and pistol build is literally the best for us if we want to fight enemies. Because the parry will be absurdly high. The alternative is obviously, you know, the modified lasgun. But I digress. Okay, so I guess what we'll be doing is we're going to be rocking the stub revolver for a while. Until we settle on a proper build. But this will be the highest defense that we can muster here, essentially. So this is going to be our save. Once again. What I will do actually is I'm gonna move these individuals back here.
The profit in this?
There we go. We will save once again just to make sure. Alright.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure.
Now, going off the specifics here. Okay, ideally we want to go a little bit further here, so I do want to throw the grenades a little higher here, because this guy is going to march over to here. So I guess here is the ideal spot.
I'll make it happen. It's as good as done.
Okay. Alright, that's 4. Alright.
I'll make it happen. On it.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, with that, we can now equip the medkits. And let's save here. On pain, I guess, for now. But I'm definitely gonna set up accordingly. So that way we're on initiative. Let's aim for the Ember Enforcer here. There we go, that's 5.
But I will grant none.
The Emperor is with us!
Okay, we're gonna save here, so that way we've got the position set up. Alright, so Pain is set up. There we go. That's gonna be our initiator. We are gonna move all the way over to here. Start our battle. There we go. Ember's gonna march in. Yep, everybody's gonna start marching in, trying to get a slice of pie of danger. We are gonna move up here. We are going to throw our flame grenade here. There we go. then we are just going to make a run and gun check here. And we're gonna... Well, given that Ember is going to start, you know, barreling down on us, we're gonna go with Surefire Plan here. We are gonna swap over to the gun here. Or the sorted board anyways. And we're gonna move over. There we go. That way we avoid the grenade from the specialist, and they're gonna start really feeling in pain as we go. But I digress. There we go. That's brought down to 9. Oh, there they go. Okay. Boom. Yeah, these guys are not in for a good time. Alright, Ember is going to charge in. Alright, manages to get the hit in, which is kind of sucks. Yeah, I get stunned, actually, so that's a load. Okay, yeah, that was just unlucky, I guess. Huh. You know, I could just save the grenade. I could just do that. Because there's nothing stopping me from just saving the grenade and using it in a pinch. It's just that, it's just a specialist that we want to deal with, ideally. Preferably. So let's see, where does the specialist fall in line? The specialist here is just after me, so if I time my attack right, I should be fine to just stay here and run off when I get a chance. Now, he won't be able to charge, that's good. Okay, dodge is coming in clutch. Alright, so we are gonna go with rapid fire, I guess. Yeah, if I use rapid fire here, this is going to give us a boost. If I use... I can't use concentrated fire here, but I can certainly attack the boy here. Alright, we'll go for this. There we go. We are then going to make a cautious approach active. We are then going to follow up with a run and gun. From there, Surefire Plan. We are going to run an absurd distance, apparently.
I have strategy.
We are going to just swap over to our sorted board here. And yeah, we'll see how they fare, because they're going to have to make some serious running done. Or they have to run serious distance. It's to the point I wasn't expecting such distance. Oh well. Not complaining. As long as they go through the smog, that's all I care about. There we go. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, so, yeah, no, he's able to get there. Okay, let's activate Revel and Slaughter here. I won't be able to reach him with our pistol shots, obviously. I can certainly do a combo here, though. So if I go with the basic attack here... I can still attack him from this distance here, so that's fine. Okay, let's go for a basic shot here. Even if it doesn't hit, we're still getting versatility. Alright, we are going to activate run and gun here. We are going to activate Surefire Plan here. Alright. We want to move over to here, I guess. Alright, and then we're just going to pelt this guy as much as we possibly can. Okay, we don't get that many hits, but that's fine. We just swap to the sword and board here. That's 3 versatility. Currently, we have 123 dodge thanks to that. Our parry is at 95, so yeah, we're making serious leeway here. Gonna save on pain too. And this should be the marking point for when things are gonna go awry. Yep, the arsonists are gonna try their best to get through, which they manage quite well. The specialist manages to get through, which is not good. Although that said, we should be able to easily take them out if we do it right. With a well-placed grenade, that should be enough. Yeah, so the arsonists are not, you know, gonna be able to withstand what we do. Okay, we are going to activate Revel and Slaughter. This is going to increase our stats even further than what we've done. There we go. That's going to give us 20 ballistic skill and 13 critical damage and whatnot. It does appear that we are missing out on Cautious Approach for some reason. Even though we should have it. I guess it's just being gimmicked or something, I don't know. Regardless. So long as we hit here, we should be fine. I'm going to move over to here. This will give us a 46 to hit.
I'll make it happen.
That's a miss. That's fine.
I'll see to it personally.
Alright, we're gonna move up further. So far, it doesn't seem like this guy's gonna be able to chase us at this rate. But hey.
On it.
As long as we're getting the connects, or at least we're getting the versatility here, that's fine. Okay, we are gonna swap over to sword and board here. Alright, deflection's 100, or dodge is 110 if we activate this. We've actually reduced ourselves. That's not good. Okay, so it was on, I just couldn't see the status effect. That is my mistake. Okay, we're going to move Argenta and Jay out of the way, because good god, they're going to be in a bit of a pickle at this rate. Alright, Firestarter took some damage, that's fine. Jay, we want you to move over here. Oh, they are... The Firestarter is going to start chasing after Jay and Argenta. That's not good. Oh no. Okay. I think we're in a bit of a situation here, but that's fine. Okay, yeah, no, these guys are starting to get a bit concerningly close. I can target all of them to be fair, though, so that's nice. Let's activate Firearm Mastery here. This is going to give us a bit of a boost. Let's throw down Rapid Fire, I guess. Yeah, Rapid Fire here is going to give us a boost here. Yeah, so we're going to go Rapid Fire here. If I target this guy as the focus, everybody's going to be chained down the line. Okay, in fact, I might even go as far as to use Surefire Plan here. charge forward.
Let's make some opportunities.
Yep. Let's use concentrated fire here.
I won't compromise my principles.
Alright, there we go. That's gonna get a nasty 60%. We're gonna save here just to make sure we get it. Because this is a very picky situation. Oh, right. I already activated it, damn it.
It's as good as done.
Alright, there we go.
You never stood a chance.
Alright. Well, it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen here. There we go. Nice. We've cleared out the enemies, essentially. We're gonna move a little further here so we can see the enemy here. And just start pelting him. There we go.
Who if not me?
Nearly. And one more for good measure.
I'll make it happen.
Ah, nearly. Well, that's perfectly fine, because we've basically just cleared out the enemy. Alright, so we're just going to swap over to sword and board here. This is going to give us a nice, juicy 138 dodge. Alright, you two, we want you back into cover here. Alright, the fire starter is going to try and get in on us, but to no avail, obviously. We do not want them engaging, so we'll just leave them alone. The fire starter and the other fire starter are the only two left. So, we activate Revel and Slaughter once more. This is going to give us our third boost in ballistics, which is going to only further increase our danger score here. Okay, I guess I just needed to kite the enemy and get a good,
I am ready for
get some good attacks in, essentially, that's all. Okay, we are going to swap over to our gun here. There we go. We are going to activate rapid fire and just lay into this guy.
Put another enemy down.
Here we go. Can't reload right now, but that's fine. We are just gonna patiently wait. And yeah, no, the fire starter is just gonna be forced to witness pain here. Alright, we're gonna move up here. We're gonna activate concentrated fire. Rapid fire. And you know what? Let's just way into him like this. Wow. Okay. Done. It took a bit of effort on our part, but we managed to do it in the end. We just had to kite the enemy into a corner, essentially. And ultimately, we managed in the end. As a result, we do get a fire-blessed carapace, which is a big armor boost for us right now. So we're going to grab that. We still need to visit the Aveners base, but all in due time. All in due time. But yes, no, by doing all of that prep work, we've actually got a higher tier armor to pay for it. So this is going to give us, you know, full agility. Oh wait, hold on. The flak chest piece reduces incoming damage of average enemy attacks by -39. The Fire Blessed Carapace reduces that, but to be fair, it is a higher armor quality, to be fair. It also grants us 2 deflection. It also grants us 20 bonus against fire damage, as well as immunity to burn. And we also get 10 armor against melee attacks, which is big. For us, this armor is basically like having 74 armor against melee attacks, which is pretty good. And it actually helps against, I do believe it helps against certain creatures, but I digress. But yeah, no, as you can see, because we are proficient with medium armor, it's actually reducing our incoming damage by basically 50%, which is really golden for us. Never mind the deflection to fire, which is going to play a big part here.
I know how to take risks.
Okay, so for this, the awareness, we're going to save here, just because we can. And yeah.
That's how it's done.
Fake door is connected to a mind trigger, and we level up with just that much experience. So with that, we can now finally get a talent, which is seriously going to help us increase our defenses and offenses. Okay, let's see. We've got Exploit Weakness, which, if we attack targets that have their armor reduced by any effects applied by the Arc Militant's allies, we deal 10 extra damage, which is not going to work with us, obviously. We can begin combat with 2 stacks of Versatility, so that's basically, you know, plus 10 to our ballistics and weapon skill, or a plus 10 to our dodge and parry, which is really good early on anyways. We can enter combat with 2 times our ballistic skill bonus to weapon skill and ballistic skill, which is decent. The more we increase our... Well, I guess we don't increase it with certain things, but that's fine. We can increase our critical damage for every stack of Versatility, which is an option, but we aren't going to be relying on that. I think ideally we want to get Dependable, because this will increase our armor further and further for every stack of Versatility, which is going to be ideal for us. When we attack that have their dodge reduced by effects applied by allies, yeah, that's not going to work. Adaptability. Gaining a stack of Versatility increases critical hit chance by 10 until the end of turn. Stacks. This is good if we want to get a ton of crits in, but again, that's only, like, temporary. If we can get more permanent things, that's ideal for us right now. Blood Haze is tempting, as long as we kill with melee attacks, but I don't think that's the right choice here. We could do with Arms Master, which will allow for swapping of attacks. We can use two-handed ranged weapons within melee range, but with a -10 to ballistics. That is also pretty good. And it's actually something we use a lot, but right now, not really that great. We are going to migrate to heavy weapons at some point, but right now, we aren't going to be touching heavy weapons just yet. Focal point isn't going to work for us right now, anyways. The first single target ability used by an ally. Yeah, no, that's not going to cut. Discipline is only good if you have allies to give you extra turns, which is not good for us. This would effectively reduce the quality of enemies being attacked. So as long as we do ranged areas and burst attacks on the enemy, they would basically be... Yeah, it basically reduces them to a shell of their former selves and makes them weak. This would be ideal if we're trying to, you know, prolong fights, and considering that we do that a lot, this is actually a really good ability. We're not going to get it just yet, though. Right now, we need to focus on our own survival. Any of the area attacks, both melee and range, reduce the deflection of all enemies hit by 2 and their armor by 7. This is also a really good item, because this will basically make enemies more vulnerable to our attacks, which is really good. We can also reduce the dodge of all enemies hit by 8 until the end of combat, which is really good. So, dismantle, distract. We've got a few options available to us to make the enemy much weaker, which is good. Using Cautious Approach also grants the Arc Militant temporary wounds equal 10% of the Arc Militant's maximum wounds. Same happens at the start of every turn while you remain in Cautious Approach. Okay, so basically I get 11 wounds for... which is really good for us, to be fair. We are going to need Combat Master at some point, because the melee superiority is going to suck, so that is going to need to be countered. But yeah, no, I think actually we're going to go for the armor boost, which is going to increase every time we get a stack of versatility, and it'll stick with us, so that's the good thing. If we can get up to 100 armor, we're basically golden. So that is why I'm going to be going for... Where is it? Not genius, it is... Not waiting orders. It's discipline, I think it's called? No. Dismantle's not the choice. I think it might be adaptability? No. Dependable, here we go. I get +2 armor for every stack of versatility, and it's kept when I use cautious and confident approach. So as long as I use cautious approach, I'm basically... Well, as long as I get a stack of versatility, this is going to give us a boost of armor for every stack of versatility, which is really nice. So, say we get, like, you know, 10 stacks of versatility. That's going to be really good for us. Yeah, that's basically going to be 20 armor, which is going to make us near mortal. So, the more turns that we have with more versatility, the better. Of course, you know, for every early bit of combat, it's not going to be as great, but for the rest of combat, it's basically a golden age for us. Regardless, we've managed to succeed that combat, so that's good enough for me.
Keep your wits about you.
We are then going to go over to here. Yeah, we're basically just going to go around and see what we find. I'll just go alone for now, see what we get.
I always have a backup plan.
There's a nice little thing here that we can check. Yeah. Nothing too crazy, but ultimately shouldn't be too hard to deal with the enemy here. We've dealt with the Aveners here, so now we just continue on our merry way.
Is there money to be made?
Okay, we'll grab those. Okay, there is a tech use here. We're gonna save here before we do it.
I don't make mistakes. I make profitable learning experiences.
But yeah, no, we're making some serious headway.
Failure is just a temporary setback.
Well, that's a load, as expected, but hey, could be worse. Alright. Well, at least we managed to beat the gang. I was expecting something worse, to be honest. I was expecting a whole lot worse to come out of that, but hey. If we can make that work, that will work.
Let us not dawdle. Success is the only outcome I accept.
There we go. We can do some athletics here to clear the rubble here. No reason to not, after all. We're trying to get get the best results here, so...
I'll learn from this mistake.
Okay, that's a load. That's fine. Alright. Well, we'll just wait for a bit. Wait for them to load. There we go.
I will lead us to fortune.
There we go. In doing so, we actually get ourselves some nice little gloves. Using grenades costs 1 less AP for the wearer, and enemies suffer 2 additional damage from the wearer's grenades. That is good if we had gotten it earlier. That's my mistake, but it's only 2 additional damage and 1 AP less. But even then, that wouldn't have done really any big changes for us, I do believe. Probably what it would have done is it would have given us the option to throw 4 grenades in a single round, which would have been insane, but even I don't need that many grenades throwing out. Okay, but I digress. We've managed to do that. We are gonna go over to...
Rise to the top. Or
Well,
get left
we're gonna
in the
go
dust.
over, see what else we can find here. We've managed to find a dark hideout. This is
What
going
do
to
we have
effectively be
here?
where we need to go. Oh, there's another awareness thing here. Okay, we can do an awareness check.
I always get the job done.
Yep, connected to a mine
Is there
trigger.
money to be made?
Not exactly the most fun. But that's just how it is. Alright. Let's go into... Yeah, let's go to the dark hideout. We're going to save here. And let's go check it out, because we've got to clear this area out now. Alright, I'll wait for the other two here. It's going to take them some time to wander over, but that's fine. They'll make it here eventually anyway,
See?
so...
Right there.
Yep. Bunch of symbols. Alright. Off we go. We'll collect everything, and we're going to leave the location. There we go. We are now at the dark hideout. Now, we are going to be in a bit of a situation, to say the least. And it's not going to be the most fun situation, to say the least.
Always keep your eye on the prize. Let's not waste time with pleasantries.
Alright, so we've got a little bit of a fight here going on, obviously, so let's be raced for that.
I always keep
But
my
obviously,
options
we've
open.
got a few little trinkets around here to loot as we go. We'll grab this. Alright, we're going to save here, because this is going to get really messy really quickly. I don't know how everybody's going to fare in this, but I know for a fact I'm going to be fine.
I know how to take risks.
But what I will do is I'm going to take out this. I will put in this expendable medkit, because we're going to need healing for this instead of actual
Fate and
actual
fortune
damage.
favor the bold.
But you'll understand soon enough why that is.
Let us not dawdle.
The man with a shaggy mop of dark hair is dressed and armed about, as well as everyone else here, and yet he is unmistakably the leader. He takes a step towards you. He chuckles. He spreads his arms wide in a welcoming gesture. My guests, what a joy it is to see you in my humble refuge. I see you've come here to be introduced to the truth. Which will you choose then? Words or fire and metal? You already know the answer, heretic. You've ruled over all of Footfall with fear. How does it... Well, no, that's the wrong option. I'm more fond of fire and metal. Good. Fire and metal are the essence of life. People aren't worms, we are truly alive, and only when we are ripping our enemies apart. Do you even know what our name means, outsider? Footfall calls us the Aveners. You do not stop to look, listen, learn. The man pauses, then half closes his eyes and proclaims in crude but clear High Gothic. Exulio non venient. Help will not come. The maw has closed, the Coronis Expanse is now on its own. A new era has come, and we are its sovereigns. Alright.
Your arrogance will be your
So,
downfall.
yeah, by turning that off, he's basically inflicted toxin on literally everything except for his allies. Which kind of sucks, obviously. But we should be able to manage, given that the enemy... We do have a ton of medkits on our side. I can't say the same for our allies, though, to be fair. So Argenta and Jay are probably going to have a rough time of it, but could be way worse, to be fair. And, in fact, I'm actually slow on the initiative. Ow.
A mere pain won't stop me.
Okay, we're getting fired.
Stop hitting me, Ashmak.
Okay, well, it's not like they're going to be of any concern, to be honest, so it's fine. Although the frenzy is going to be a nuisance, to say the least. Not a fan of them getting fully attacked like this, though. Ow. That said, I could probably alleviate the issue by reducing the amount of attacks I'm getting. But regardless, we are going to need to get some full cover here, I think, so... If I go here, that'd be ideal, but I think this would be better for us. Alright, let's activate Surefire Plan here. This is going to give us the evasion that we need. There we go. Let's activate Concentrated Fire here. Rapid Fire. And let's just unload. Yep, let's just unload. Okay, we are going to activate Cautious Approach here. It's only going to increase our armor just by a little bit. But, hey, that's fine. We are actually going to make a move to go a little further over here. So that way it's harder for them to actually target us specifically. And we'll see how that works. Alright, let's see how they fare. They're going to start marching up towards us. They're going to run into the fire. Not that it's really going to affect them from the looks of it. Alright, the parry's coming in clutch. Okay. Alright, these two, we want to just run you back. So that way you're not the target of anything. Whether by happenstance or accident. Yeah, we essentially want them all to focus on us, essentially. Okay. They're all approaching. You know, that's actually made it a little bit easier for us to avoid. Okay, let's use Surefire Plan once again.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
Alright, we are going to be going here. This will provoke. But thankfully, the parry comes in clutch. I should be fine to just go for a full-on barrage here. But that isn't going to increase our stacks of versatility, unfortunately. So, we need to instead go for a basic attack here.
Make it happen.
There we go. Then we follow up with a rapid fire and a run and gun here. This will increase our versatility stacks even further. We're gonna throw in attacks like this.
Not me.
There we go. It's not ideal, but we do get 3 versatility stacks as a result. And our armor's being slowly increased as a result. And we're going to swap to a sword and pistol style, so that should help us a little bit. Alright, let's see how we fare. They're going to start approaching like crazy. Perhaps a grenade might have been an ideal situation just to make it a little easier on us, but alas. That's fine.
I know what I'm doing.
Alright, these guys are probably going to go down at this point, but that's fine. We're getting some good dodge and parries going. As long as we don't move, we should be fine. We'll let the burn do its work for us, essentially. Okay, Aveners Cutter's coming in. Trying to get some hits in. Alright, let's use a medkit here.
I won't forget this.
Alright, we are going to go for a I mean, I guess I can go for the AoE, or I could go for a single target here. Either way should work. This guy'd be an easier target. We could just go for an AoE here. Let's go for the AoE. Why not? There we go. And for next turn, we can just get ready with concentrated fire.
Make it happen.
There we go. That will still increase our evade. It will increase our armor still. So the more stacks, the better. So eventually, we're just going to be immortal with these sorts of turns. That is the intent with this whole build that I've got going right now.
Okay. Now I'm really.
Yeah, these two are gonna suffer. Oh, we've taken 3 damage. That's fine. Oh, right, we actually got 10 armor because of that, so there you go. Oh, there goes one. Alright, nice. Alright, cool. Only 4 damage, okay. Alright, well, I'm going to use Firearm Mastery here. This is going to give us a really good excuse to start attacking. Okay, we are gonna barrage here, I guess? To start with. To that end, I'm actually going to want to use Rapid Fire here. Here we go.
I'll see
Let's
to it
blow into them.
Me down.
There we go.
Your end was inevitable.
Alright, that's one. Alright, we can get another shot here. We'll go with the single shot here. There we go. We will reload here.
I'll make it happen.
And let's try. Boop. Try and get a hit here. There we go. Nice. Yeah, no, Aveners Kingpin is having a bit of a rough day, to say the least. Yeah, he won't be doing anything, that's for certain. But hey, we've got 6 stacks, and we've cleared out most of the enemies. It's just us now. Alright, nice, a parry. Ow. Oh, another arsonist attack, okay. Alright, there goes them. Okay, we are going to go for a simple... Oh, right, if we do that, then we lose out. We're going to go Revel and Slaughter here. Okay, we can't do the Surefire plan as intended, but that's fine. Let's go for the Burst Fire.
Not me.
There we go. Let's use another run and gun here. And we're going to go for the swing here. This is going to give us 8 armor, even if we miss. Or rather, it's 16 armor. And that should bring us, yep, that's going to bring us to 80 armor. Or roughly 79 armor. Apparently the Aveners Chainsword is reducing it by 5, but that's fine. We'll manage. Oh, pain. I should be able to heal, though. I guess we'll see, won't we? Alright, Arsonist's gonna go there. We've dodged, thank goodness.
Low momentum.
Alright, there goes Jay, but that's fine.
Don't you dare leave us now!
Alright, we're going to heal here.
I owe you
Just what we need, given the circumstances. Alright, the Arsonist right there is got a shotgun, so we can theoretically just do this. We're gonna activate Rapid Fire here. And I guess we just burst these guys down. Yeah, let's do it.
Good as done.
You never stood a
There we go.
chance.
That clears out the threats here. And we are gonna use
if not
Surefire
me?
Plan to get ourselves some dodge here. And help against the attack against the Kingpin here. Alright, what are you gonna do? You're going to get parried.
I've faced worse than this.
Alright. Now we can just start stacking attacks on this guy. Alright, we are going to... Yeah, no, let's use the swing here. There we go. Run and gun. Pistol shots to the face. That's a miss, but that's fine. We can roll a heal here. Or reload, rather. And our armor should be significantly better. Oh, no, wait. He's continually reducing our armor, actually. Well, that's not good. Huh. Well, yeah, no, he's reducing our attacks, apparently, so that's not good. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll just use the concentrated fire combo here. And just completely demolish him with big attacks. There we go. Done. Alright, now, as we quickly rush over here, we can quickly go turn on the ventilation. And there we go. We have dealt with the rots within the sect for the most part. There is still one other thing that we've got to address, but all in due time. All in due time. We do get a hand flamer, though, which is really interesting. Hand flamers are really good when you want to deal area of effect damage, so definitely worth considering if you like that sort of thing. But I digress. At the start of the wearer's turn, they gain 20 dodge until the end of the round. That is sort of good for the beginning, but not really good beyond that, so... If you like that sort of thing, consider it. If not, well, there you go. Alright, we've now got our first replacement item for coercion. So if we ever need to use coercion and not awareness, we can use the pirate scarf. It's one of the few things that are going to help us. The Aveners chainsword, a very decent item if you're looking to go melee, because it reduces the target's armor by 5 every swing. So if you're going solo, that's actually pretty decent for us. But alas, we've got yeah, this is a kill line, to say the least. Quite the kill line, no less. But yeah, no, now if we can find a way to increase the stacks of versatility by a large margin, we will be on the golden age of things. Of course, that takes time and a lot of effort, but hey, we should be able to manage if we do the right things. But hey, we've managed to resort to clearing out the area, and now we should only have one more fight, and that would be the fight with the Daemon, which is going to be a bigger chore than what we've faced before. But yeah, no, that's going to be a pain, but hey. Considering we've managed to clear out most of the enemies like this, I'm actually confident that we can clear out this, you know, slew of enemies thanks to the new armor that we got, and we should be able to continue on without too much issue. But I digress. I'm just rambling at this point, so let's go actually do it, which is the last thing on this station, I do believe. Now, of course, Jay we don't want in the party, so I guess we can kick her out at this point, honestly, if we really wanted to. I think there is a way to get her off the team. Now, let me check something real quick, because this does matter. I'm going to save here, because I did learn this trick in Wrath of the Righteous. I'm not sure if it follows the same principle here. But, as you know, we had a bit of a thing with Koibox where we could remove people from the party. There's a ability to remove them or unrecruit. We can... I do believe removing them does result in... It's either removing them or unrecruiting them that gives us the results that we want. Alright, so Argenta's back at the ship. Yeah, so if we click the unrecruit button, it kicks them from the party. We just want Argenta here. So this is going to be our way of helping to remove and add people from the party. I completely forgot this was a feature that you could use, but I digress. This is going to be our way of making sure we get everybody out of the position that they need to be in when we need it. But I digress. It's more just a slice of life thing, so yeah. It's just to help with dealing with these sorts of things, but I digress. Alright, there is only one thing left, and that is the Cultist Lair, I do believe. So we are going to prepare with that in mind. We are going to need to keep Argenta for this, obviously, so she will be in the background, but we won't be using her for anything, as far as I'm aware, so we will just have to keep that in mind as we're playing.
Oh, it's a peculiar
but
thing.
I digress. Alright, Vorg. Loot the absolute hell out of this room.
Open.
To be fair, we do have...
This could be an opportunity.
To be fair, I will say this. We do have... Oh.
That's how it's done.
Ow. Okay, yeah, let's load that. But yeah, to be fair, we do have a few advantages going for us, so that's nice. Obviously we got more armor, and we're going to be stacking armor as we fight. So, hopefully, with everything going against the enemy, we will have a high level of defense and damage coming out that it should make the fight against that creature much easier. Or at least a little easier, anyways. We'll have to see how things fare. Okay. But anyways, we'll leave Argenta back at the hull here.
Fate and fortune favor the
We're gonna
bold.
save. We'll save on pain, because this is what it's gonna be like for the majority of this area.
Keep your wits about you. What do we have here? Rise to the top or get left in the
Okay.
dust. This is intriguing.
There we go. We've discovered all the traps now. We can save here. Alright, we're gonna save. There we go. It's those 3 traps that we needed to discover, just to get rid of them.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Here we go. That's 2.
Just as I planned.
Ah, damn you. Yeah, that bomb really buggered us there, but that's fine. We'll manage. Okay. Now, going off this fight in particular, we are going to need to prepare some gas grenades, I think.
Always get the job done. I know how to take risks. That's how it's done.
Okay.
Let us not dawdle.
There we go.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Alright, Argenta, we want you
idle,
as far as
heresy
possible
grows.
away.
Let's not waste time with pleasantries. I always have a backup plan.
Alright, we got some loot here. Nice. Alright. Now, before I go into this little zone, I am going to want to check to see what we got on our inventory here. Maybe we could use something here. Right now, we could use a large medkit if we so desire. I don't think that's the right choice, though. A gas cloud grenade could certainly work in this situation, but I think the fire grenade is arguably going to be better. Or we could use a frag grenade. Or we could just avoid using grenades altogether, because, well, grenades. Regardless. Stun grenade is not going to cut it, unfortunately, because stun grenades have the tendency not to work for our favor, which kind of sucks, but, you know, kind of understandable to be fair. Let's see. What else can we do here? Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Hypnotizing Pendant isn't really that great. The only thing that it really gives is the slow condition, which is not good enough for us. I don't exactly want to replace any of the eye contacts, really, because, you know, the additional armor from the Helm of Determination is really helping us. At least I'd like to think, anyways. Armor-wise, we've got plenty of armors that we don't need anymore, so we're just gonna add these to Cargo Zone. I guess the Scrap Chainmail is also one such thing. So we'll add that to Cargo. Psychic Body Glove will keep those. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but I'll probably just keep them for now. Weaponry on that front. Let's see. Thunder Hammer is actually a really good weapon if you're looking to go melee in any sort of capacity. For us, though, having a sword and board style is actually better for us. For obvious reasons, because of the gloves of deflection. We could swap to a different one-handed weapon, to be fair. We would have to sacrifice 10 of our parry, though, if we were to do that, which is not cool. Chainsword is the next alternative that we can go with, or we can go for the Aveners Chainsword, which actually... would it sacrifice our... It wouldn't sacrifice our parry, because it is a chainsword, to be fair. And chainswords do have the benefit of parrying. So I guess we're going to be sticking with the Aveners Chainsword, because it's going to reduce their enemy, or the enemy's armor by 5% each attack, so that'd be pretty good. We could also go with the Wrath of St. Drusus, which increases damage from all sources against any target by 15% until the end of combat. Which is interesting for a sword, a chain sword that is. But I think I'm going to stick with the Aveners Chainsword because it reduces the armor of enemies, which is more prominent, or more important, I should say. Beyond that, we don't really have any hand-based tools that are going to cut it. So I guess we're going to be sticking with the... Yeah, I guess we're sticking with the stub revolver, because that's arguably the best weapon that we've got for weaponry. So, yeah. Alright. This is as much as I think I can prepare. I could just sell some stuff if I really wanted to, but alas. Let's see. Casting chestplate, heavy armor. We don't need that, so we're adding that to cargo. Stormtrooper carapace. Again, heavy armor. We don't need that. We're going to add that to cargo. Anything else that we want? When the wielder attacks with any ranged weapon at a 1-cell radius, we also inflict bleeding. Considering we've been moving around quite a bit, we actually don't need metronome at this point, I do believe. So we are going to equip that. We should probably keep the first aid manual so far, because it's been really good for us thus far. We don't need Theodora's rosary just yet. The pear holster. Whenever we score a critical hit with a pistol, the next attack with the pistol costs 0 AP. Tempting, but not required. Let's see, what else? We got boots here. We don't use psi powers, so no point in using it. No to that, no to this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, we don't need that. Attacks of opportunity deal additional agility damage. We've got 4 agility, so that's additional 4 damage. Gloves, we're keeping. The ones that we got on, we're keeping. Yep, okay, we've set ourselves up. Alright. Actually, hold on, before I do I want... Yeah, no, the Helm of Determination is 6 armor, so that's actually good. So we're gonna save here. Alright, let's engage. Alright. Off we go. We're just gonna skip through this because we've already been through this.
Make an example out of you.
Alright, Argenta, we want you backing out of the room immediately. Vorg. Honestly, the same. We want you guys at the back here. Argenta, you're a bit too overextended, essentially, so... Ow. Plasma overcharge is not a fun thing. Wars of the War. Ooh, that's not fun. And there goes Argenta, as expected.
Stay with us.
Oh well. This is sort of what I've kind of expected from the warp, so... Let's go all the way over to here, I guess. This will give us full cover against any attacks that we undergo. Alright. Alright, let's attack this cluster of units here, I guess.
On it.
This will be it. There we are. Nice. Alright, now I can either go this way or this way. This way seems more appealing to me, so I'm just gonna go this way here. There we go. That'll prevent them from trying to target us immediately. Alright. They're gonna be forced to march up, obviously. So that's a good thing about this. Now, of course, I'm going to have to worry about the pink horror, because they are going to be a really nasty foe to deal with. Okay. Ow. Okay, yeah, no, that guy's really laying into us. Not fun. Okay, I can go either here or here. I think I want to go over to here specifically.
I have strategy.
Okay, we are going to go for the attack here.
I'll see to it personally.
Just keep stacking up our versatility stacks, essentially, is to go to here. Alright, rapid fire. Alright, run and gun.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
And lay out the attacks. Okay, we will then swap to a sword and board style. And hopefully this will manage for quite a bit. We do have medkits, so that's fine. Okay, yeah, no, the auto hits are not going to be fun, but we'll make do. We'll make do. Honestly, a fire grenade here would actually be really good for us, to be fair. Okay. And, yep, that attack was really pain. And, of course, that AoE just ruins us, so... It's a good thing I saved, to say the least. Yeah, that blast is going to be annoying, but, you know, that's just auto hits in general. Okay. But I figured this was going to be a danger anyway, so whatever. Okay. Equipment-wise, we're going to take off the medkit here. We are going to swap over to a fire grenade, I think. Because this will at least start igniting enemies. It's a good start, to say the least. We'll save here. And let's see how we fare. Alright. They're gonna start attacking here.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Alright, we're gonna save under pain here. This should be enough. Alright, for us in particular, we want to be over here. For Argenta, we want to be ideally in full cover, but we can just have her here for now. She'll basically be soaking one of the attacks That's at least the intended goal anyways here. But I digress. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to hit anybody here, so I will just move over to here. This will give us more of a chance to hit people, so that's fine. Alright, we are going to activate rapid fire here. Concentrated fire. We'll even throw in surefire plan to get some extra damage in. And yeah, we're just going to burst into this direction here. There we go. Burst away.
Fence is a good offense.
Alright, that's one.
Make it happen.
Alright, we're going to use cautious approach here. Do I want to move? That is the question. For now, I think it's ideal that we move, because obviously the cultist leader is going to really get on our nerves, but I think I'm going to stay. See how we fare. We're just going to leave Argenta there to take hits. If she dies, she dies. I'm not really going to be too forlorn at her injuries being a burden. Besides, she's, you know, she's been put in her position. And there goes Argenta.
Our Emperor, deliver us.
Don't you die on me now.
Yep. Alright, well, there goes Argenta. She's got wounds. Could be worse. Alright, the cultists are coming in. Alright, they're marching up, as expected. Oh, boy. It's one of those. Okay, if I go there, that's not going to cut it. If I go here, this will give us the most prominent ability here. We're going to activate this. Oh, right. We're going to want to do a single target attack first before we do. We're going to do a single target. There we go. Okay, we missed there, but we can just easily go as far as...
I'm ready for whatever.
Ah, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. Whatever. Oh well, I guess we're just...
I won't stand for it.
Can we still get the shots here? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, good. So even if we don't hit anybody, we can still get it, apparently. So we've now got 3 stacks, which gives us a 70 armor. Not ideal, but it'll have to do. The cultist leader is going to start marching up. I do believe this will be a perfect opportunity for us to throw the grenade. So, might as well, right? Okay, they're going to start marching up. Yeah, they're going to start, getting into position. Perfect. Okay, you're going to start marching over. You've managed to get into melee with me. That's nice. Good for you. Alright, cultists are really getting into position. Perfect. Alright, this will provoke, but that's perfectly fine by me.
On it.
We're going to get provoke here, but that's fine. Throw the grenade. There we go. We are going to swap over to the sorted board. Alright, we're going to activate concentrated fire here, followed by rapid fire.
It's as good as done.
We still got cautious approach, I believe, but that's fine. I think this is the most we can do in our current predicament. So we'll just wait for these guys to start marching in. Ow. Not a fan of the hypercharge, but could be worse. The burn will help us significantly, to say the least. Alright, what are you going to do? You are going to huck your bomb here, get some automatic damage, which is not fun. Although, that said, the horrors of the warp are really going to start burning in. And the fire attacks coming in clutch. Okay. Okay, we're really putting in the work here. Okay, we want to immediately heal here.
I'll make sure to return the favor.
Okay, I'm going to activate Revel in Slaughter here.
I'll see to it personally.
There we go.
I'll
Surefire
make it
plan
happen.
to make sure we got the evasion going for us. There we go. We're gonna not march there. I want to march here
Taking
specifically.
calculated risk is my second nature.
And then we want to go for the area of effect here.
I'll see to it.
There we go. That'll put them in a position where they're going to be in a bit of a pickle. Okay, thankfully the miss comes in clutch. You're going to be forced to run. Only get pistol shots. Okay, that's a hit, surprisingly. Okay. You are killed. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna need another medkit, obviously.
I owe you.
Alright. Okay, we're gonna need a... I guess we go with the burst shot here. Yeah, this is going to give us a boost here.
Who, if not another enemy down?
Okay, we are then going to activate Surefire Plan here. We are then going to use Running Gun to give us some extra movement here. There we go. And then we are gonna go for a swing, even though it doesn't hit. But we will get the armor and evasion, so that's ideal. The melting is not gonna cut it, though. Well, although that said, the melting isn't gonna help too much against us. But yeah, I digress. Ow. Okay. The warp is getting really nasty, but that's fine. Ow. Okay, we are gonna activate this. Let's activate some healing. The pink horrors decided not to bugger with us. That's fine. We're just gonna move over to here.
I have strategy.
Now, I could do a... I guess we'll go for run and gun here.
Let's make some opportunities.
Okay, we are going to go for the... Let's go for the shot on the cultist sorcerer here. There we go. And then we'll go for the slice. There we go. That'll give us even more defense against anything that goes against us. The melting is not a fun experience, but we're making it work. The cultist leader is panicking at this point, I think. Yep, he's taking extra damage as a result. Pink Horror's going to try and get in a hit, which he does. That's not fun. Okay,
Who, if not me?
Okay, we're going to want to move here. Let's heal. I hope this is enough.
I won't forget this.
There we go. We'll go for the pot shot here.
Make it happen.
Nice. Okay, we are going to be forced to reload here. I'm going to activate rapid fire here for the occasion, and then reload. Thankfully, we are getting enough... Thankfully, as we do this, we're getting even more dodge, so it's not like it's a complete loss. We are getting 153 dodge, essentially, so we are making it to the point where even if we do take damage, we are going to be avoiding most attacks. Ow. Please don't hit me. That's all I'm going to say. Okay. Let's use surefire plan, make sure we're getting the evasion here.
I'll see to it.
Okay. Run and gun will give us the extra point here. Do we have concentrate? We've got rapid fire. We do not have concentrated fire, though.
I'll make it happen.
So we'll activate this. Okay, we're gonna get a swing in. This will give us another boost here. Okay, that guy's still suffering the burn, but our evasion is really just coming in clutch. Ow!
Can't catch my breath.
Okay.
I owe you a debt.
Yeah, that pink horror is gonna be a pain in the butt here. Will I even be able to escape him? Not really. Huh. I could barrage him here, but what would that do, right? Alright, well let's activate surefire plan. Let's get our dodge in. Let's activate it again. And let's just lay into this guy. See how we fare. There we go. We'll then activate... Yeah, let's reload. It will provoke, but that's fine. Hope that's enough. Alright, that dodge just get us out of the melee reach, but not for long. Okay. Okay, I guess we're gonna go for the swing here. There we go, that brings us to 12. Let's throw down rapid fire here. Run and gun. And another barrage of shots. Alright, we're up to 13 stacks of versatility. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Ow, that auto hit really sucks.
Just barely.
Oh god, I accidentally auto hit space there. Okay, we probably are going to lose this, but that's fine. We're going to use surefire plan to get the evasion. We essentially want to kite him now at this point. We are going to make a run and gun for it. It's going to force a hit here, that's fine. Okay. Rapid fire, concentrated fire. Hope this is enough. Oh god. Okay, yeah, no, this is probably an L. Yep. Damn it.
Remain unused.
Okay. So we were close, I just accidentally hit my spacebar there and didn't get the chance to run. If we can get the chance to run and start kiting the guy, we can actually outlast the guy. That is the only thing that we failed to, you know, oversee. Otherwise... Okay, alright, let's... Alright, we're gonna activate this. Rapid fire. Swap over to our normal gun. Can't attack them there, so we move here.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
And I shouldn't have had Argenta there, so we're going to load once again, just to make sure we're actually getting this properly. But yeah, no, Argenta needs to be put out of the way, because she's just going to be a nuisance, but I digress. We will be able to handle these threats. It's just needing to burn. Okay, Argenta, we want you in cover. So you can go in full cover there. We are going to make our way over to this full cover. And there we go. Alright. We move to here. Swap over to the proper gun here. Concentrated fire. Rapid fire.
See to it personally.
And just burst into the enemy. Okay, I think I can save here. Well, no. Let's just go with the roll here. Bugger it. We get lucky, but I digress. We will just station ourselves here. We're going to use concentrated or cautious approach to increase our defenses. Argenta's fine there. Cultist leader is going to try and start attacking, as expected. Haste is going to be a nuisance, but could be worse. Alright, but round 2, here we go. Pain 2 is probably going to be our go-to for most attacks anyways. Alright, Pink Core is coming in. Oof. Not fun. Well, I guess I could throw a grenade in right now, and that would be ideal. But nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use a single shot here. There we go. That fails, but that's fine. Run and gun. Posting there is not going to really do much for us, so I'm just going to take the time to really just wail into these guys here. Alright, let's just lay into them this way. There we go. Alright, and with that, we can move back just barely enough to where it's not going to affect us. We don't want to go there. Yeah, we should probably also increase our evasion just in case, but should only need cautious approach, which we already got. It's not like we can evade the explosions from the pink horror, to be fair, so... Yeah, no, let's just go with surefire plan just in case. You never know. We'll swap over to that. Go to here. Let's save this as Pain 2. There we go. Alright, we are going to activate... I don't know, let's activate rapid fire just in case we want to get a barrage of shots off. We'll go from there. Okay, these guys are going to start marching in, as expected. Oh, they're starting to pray. Pink Horror's coming in. Probably the perfect time for us to start throwing in the grenade to see how things fare. Yeah, cultist leaders doing a prayer. Let's see how they fare. Alright, let's throw in the grenade here.
I'll make it happen.
There we go. Let's see. We have the rapid fire. We don't have the concentrated fire, though, so we will wield this. There we go. And hopefully that'll be enough. Cultist leader's gonna charge in, get the burn on. Ow. Not a fan of that, but hey, could be worse. Oh, it could be very worse. Chaos spawn spawned in. Lovely. Not that they can't really do anything, but, you know, it's there.
You never stood a chance.
Okay, well, obviously we're going for the heal here. There we go. We'll go for the barrage here.
Your end was inevitable.
Alright, we are going to activate run and gun here.
I'll see to it personally.
Okay, we're going to activate surefire plan here. Now I can either go for the single shot or I can go for the slice. The slice is probably ideal here.
It's as good as done.
There we go. We're slowly going to reduce the armor of the pink core by doing this, so whatever. Ow, stop it. Okay, that's a parry. Nice. Okay, that's a dodge. Lovely. Cultist Sorcerer is going to start, you know, doing that. Yep. Okay, we are going to do... Yeah, I guess we Revel and Slaughter here. This is going to increase our defenses here. Okay, we can go for the attacks here, I guess. We can do a run and gun here. If we really wanted to. I'm going to move over to here instead. We are going to take a pot shot at this guy.
Who if not me?
Okay, we are then going to do a run and gun here. And continue to swing at this pink horror, even if we don't hit. Because we will be reducing his armor by doing this. And then we'll just heal again just to make sure we're, you know, topped off. There we go. But yeah, no, the goal here is to essentially hit this guy as much as possible. The pink core, that is. Ow. Seems the cultist leader is damaging itself, though, with each time it does this, so... Interesting result. Oh god, we're down at 6 HP. I should be able to avoid at least the... Oh! There he goes. Okay, we're gonna move over to here. We will activate a heal here. There we go.
I won't forget this.
Alright, let's get a shot in. That's a miss. That's fine. We can get a reload in, I suppose.
I'll see to it personally.
There we go.
Make it happen.
Let's see how they fare. They're going to start marching in. Thankfully, dodge comes in. Overcharge coming in clutch. Ow.
Didn't even flinch.
Not a fan of that. Ow. I'm not honestly liking this roll, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna go for the swing here. There we go. We'll do a run and gun here. We will activate concentrated fire just to give us a boost here. Surefire plan. And in fact, I'm gonna move over to here specifically. Then I can activate it again, so that way I can get even more damage out. And then we just unload here.
You should have thought twice before crossing me.
There we go. Let's hope that's enough. Oh god. And that's no. On our part. Yep, as expected. Those attacks are pain. It's a good thing I saved on pain too. To at least, you know, start facilitating the options here. I might even go as far as to take off the burn from the grenade, because it hasn't really been helping us that much. I guess we'll see. We'll see slowly. At 6, could be worse. It might even be a better option for us to actually swap to the sword for, you know, counterattacks here. Because it seems to be the situation that we're being put in constantly. I don't know. Regardless, we will move over to here with a surefire plan. We are then gonna just take a pot shot here. Okay. We will activate reload here. Activate a heal here.
Sure to return the favor one day.
And then a rapid fire, I guess. There we go. Now, this should be the ideal circumstance for us to avoid attacks, but we'll see. Ow. That's a load then, just to make sure we're getting the better result. Well, whatever. It's fine. We'll make it work. Okay, we are gonna get a swing here.
I refuse. It's as good
Okay,
as
let's
done.
activate this.
On it.
Do this. Alright, well. Ow. Not having a fun time with these, you know, AoEs. Yeah, the pink horrors really ruin our day, so...
Strategy will remain unused.
Okay, yeah, no, it's that horror that's really ruining our day. You know what? Perhaps this is a good time to use gas. It's a really weird circumstance to say that, but gas seems to be the go-to for when it comes to fighting enemies like this, because obviously they can't seem to control themselves, but I digress.
For adventure.
Unfortunately, we only got one gas cloud grenade, so that isn't gonna cut it. I think what we need here is more medkits, maybe? That probably would do us a whole lot of whole slew of benefits. But I digress. Let's go in. Let's skip through. And yeah, this is going to be the biggest fight that we're going to have to undergo for this area anyways. Alright, Argenta, we want you there. For us, we are going to go here. Start the battle. Cultist leader's obviously going to try and take out Argenta. And then hasten everybody. Pretty self-explanatory at this point. Not a fan of the horror of the warp thing, but, you know, that's just how it goes. Okay.
I don't need luck. I have strategy.
Okay, we're gonna activate this. Rapid fire. Alright, let's go in for the barrage.
Not me.
Alright, well, we seem to be managing, so I'm just gonna march all the way over to here. Why not? Let's play it cautious and let's just run the hell away. Get the distance on our side, essentially. After all, this guy, Pink Horror actually is really fast. Well, not as fast, but the less explosions we take from that guy, the better, I think. Now, if there was a chance we could avoid his attacks, that'd be even better, but we can only do so much against his explosive ordnance. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move over here. Let's activate concentrated fire. Rapid fire. And let's just hope this is enough. Because, yeah, no, they're going to start approaching as expected. Ow. Not what I wanted, but okay. Well, at least they're coming into a line. Not a fan of the cultist praying, though, so we'll have to deal with him as soon as we can. That's assuming he even succeeds. Which would suck. Okay, we've managed to avoid that somehow. Nice. Pink Horror is forced to stay there. Nice. Alright, twisting path. Interesting. Ow. Another attack. Lovely. Okay. Now we can either attack from here, or we can attack from here. I think I'm going to attack from here, because that minimizes the amount of harm that we're going to be facing.
Some opportunities.
There we go. Alright, this is the ideal circumstance that we want to be in. So I'm going to just lay in a single shot. Alright, let's save here, just so we're actually setting up properly. We're going to save on Pain 2. Alright, this is going to be the ideal circumstance for us. We are first going to heal. This will give us the best benefits possible for attacking. There we go, that's a miss, but that's fine. We're going to use run and gun here just to give us a bit of an edge. And then we just waylay into them like crazy. There we go. Okay, what are they going to do? They're going to slowly start charging up to us. Yep, cultist leader's trying to get as close as possible here. Ow.
Pain won't stop me.
Alright, the pink horror is trying to get close to try and nuke us, but yeah, they're gonna have a bit of a trouble here. Okay, we are gonna start off by first shooting with the basic attack. There we go. Okay, we are going to... If we can get a run and gun going, let's activate this. Okay, no, we won't be able to get the run and gun, so that is out of the question. I will move right back here, I guess. Let's use another concentrated fire here. We won't be able to get any attacks off, so we're just going to swap to the sword and board. In prep for the cultists that are going to come our way. And hopefully the attacks from the cultists and everything are going to be a little easier on us. But I digress. Parry comes in, yep. Dodge. Nice. Prayers are coming in, that's not good, but whatever. Okay, Pink Horror is going to go for the... oh, no, he's going actually for the attack there. Interesting. You'd think he'd go for the alternative option, but I digress. That's fine.
I won't forget.
We're going to heal here. We are going to go for the... we can either go for the guaranteed swing on this guy, or we can just focus on whittling this guy down. I think we're going to whittle this guy down here.
I'll see to it personally.
There we go. Let's see, we've got both the concentrated fire and rapid fire. So if we do run and gun here, we can do some serious damage. I think we're going to go that route. Or better yet, we could actually just do the run and gun and go for the swing here. Let's swap from the normal swing to the area of effect swing. That's probably actually going to be our better bet. At least personally. Just gotta avoid literally everything. Alright, the cultist comes in. That's fine.
Faced worse than this.
Oh, that's damage across teams. There you go. You're gonna attack, okay, as expected.
Didn't even flinch.
That does make me wonder why the Pink Horror is not throwing their bombs, is it because he's going to get hit as well? Or is it because of the ally? I feel like it's because of the ally that's really ruining his day.
I owe you a debt.
Okay. How are we actually on defense here? Could be better. We are still doing well on dependable, so if I go for a normal swing here, this would probably be ideal. Even if we do miss. We actually don't have the cautious approach active, so I guess we'll save here and see if that actually changes the behavior of what's-his-face. We'll save in pain 2, because right now I'm doing quite well. So let's activate cautious approach here. Let's activate concentrated fire here, just so we have it. Let's see how this guy reacts. Okay. Okay, you're gonna do Frenzy. Gonna result in 3 attacks. Nope, never mind. Okay. Ow. That's gonna be a load, I think. Because that's a bit too many hits for my tastes. Yeah, so let's load that. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it is because of the minion that he's forced to just make basic attacks, which makes it certainly interesting, given the current circumstances. In fact, let me check his statistics. Yeah, no, he's got 15 currently. So yeah, let's activate this. This will give us a bit of a boost, and then we activate concentrated fire here. This is going to be enough. Can't really do surefire plan with no movement, so yeah, we'll make do with that. Just gotta make sure we get lucky with the avoidance. Yuck. Could you stop with the blast? Like, seriously. Yeah, at least I got the parry going, but geez, that's still a lot of damage. Okay, well, regardless. If we heal, we are brought down to full here. If we do a 5 here, we can actually get a hit off.
I'll make it happen.
There we go. That's a parry. Not exactly what we want, but whatever. I'm not going to save here, just for the sake of it.
It's as good as done.
Alright, he's brought down to 40 armor, so we are really whittling down the Pink War's armor. We aren't dealing damage, which is annoying, but, you know, we're making do. Making do. Okay, he's going for the Frenzy. Trying to pray again. Okay, we're dodging. We're getting more evasion off. Nice. Okay, I guess we're gonna go for the AoE again. I'm actually satisfied with this outcome so far. Let's activate concentrated fire for the best results here. Go for the swing. There we go. We get the 35 brought down here. We can then activate Revel and Slaughter here to increase our ballistics a little bit. Now, does this mean that he's going to back up and attack us like intended? Or is he just going to keep, you know... Okay, this changes... Oh, that brings the cultist here into position. Okay. Okay. Okay, no, he's still relying on melee attacks here, which is really interesting of a situation that we're putting ourselves in. I mean, I'm not going to complain. If this works, then it works. I'm going to save here, because right now, so far, I think we've reached a point where the stacks of versatility are really going to start, you know, come swinging. Okay, we're gonna continue whittling down the Pink Horror's armor here. Gonna concentrate fire here. We're gonna use run and gun here. I do want to use as many different versatility charges as possible here. There we go. Even dealt 4 damage. He is down to 25 armor, even though he's a warp creature. So something is working in our favor here. Something is going well. That's exactly what we need. Cultist is going here. Gonna get the parry. It's a bit cheeky, but hey. As long as we're getting the hits off, I could care less. As long as we can avoid all these attacks, it's perfectly fine by me. Okay, we want to focus on the Pink Horror here.
I'll see to it personally.
There we go. That's 17 damage. That's not bad. We're gonna go for a concentrated fire here. Can't exactly attack with pistol burst right now, but hey, it is an option if we want to change it up a little bit. But for now, I think what we need is to whittle down the Pink Horror, ideally. Okay, but yeah, no, the evasion is getting to the point where we're really stacking up points, and this is exactly what I wanted in the first place. We're getting absurd armor class, which is 26. Alright, so we're gonna go for the AoE swing here. There we go. It wasn't enough to take out him, but that's fine. We can use run and gun here. We can then follow up with concentrated fire here. And just keep aiming for the Pink Horror. I mean, he's down 50, which is impressive. And besides, our versatility is only stacking higher the more this goes, so... whatever. They're probably having a very rough time of hitting me at this point, so that's good. Oh, he's hurting himself just to try and get a hit. To no avail. I don't know what's going on here, but it's working in our favor, so I'm not complaining. I'm gonna save here in particular, because so far it's actually worked in our favor. We're gonna go from there. Alright. Let's see, we've got him down to 15 armor. If I were to go for a barrage, I can certainly hit him, but that's not what we want. We want to actually guarantee a kill here. Let's go for a swing here. There we go. That is a parry on his part, though, unfortunately. Well, worst case, we can go with concentrated fire here and just make do. But yeah, no, staying in this corner seems to be the golden age here. So as long as we can stay in this corner, avoid the attacks, we're golden. It's cheeky, it's cheesy, but it works. This is why versatility is such a power game move. If you can stack it high enough, it's going to really work against your enemy. Now, I do believe there are ways to increase the amount of versatility stacks you can get, so there is options available to you if you want to whittle down the enemy even further. It does appear that the chainsword has reached its limit on how much stacks of armor it's going to remove, I do believe. It stacks, though, so supposedly it does. So let's go for the attack on this guy here. Again. Alright, that's a hit. Yeah, no, I've reached the maximum stacks of evasion that... or the maximum stacks that the chainsword can actually give off, apparently. There we go. But yeah, no, it seems like 50 is the total that we can get away with. Kinda sucks, but could be worse, to be fair. Okay, we're gonna save here. Well, maybe not save here, but we'll save next turn, I'd say. That way we can get the best results. Ow. Okay. So he's starting to be able to hit us. That's Sorta sucks, but that could be worse. We're gonna save here, because I'm still satisfied with the outcome. Worst case, I will heal, but I digress. Alright, we are going to barrage this guy down to oblivion. That's assuming I can actually hit him.
I'll see to it personally.
There we go. Hopefully this doesn't result in the Pink Horror changing his attitude, which would suck. But we'll see. Ow. No, it seems like the Pink Horror itself is fine. And the leader has actually killed himself. So, whatever. It works out in the end, it's fine. Okay, well, we don't really need to continue stacking here, but I will still do so all the same. Because we can still get some more stacks here. Might as well just get as many versatility stacks as we can.
Who if not me?
Let's reload here. This is going to provoke, but that's fine. All for the sake of getting damage out, so... Wow, that was horrible. Oh well. At least we'll slowly be able to stack things up as we go. Picor is trying to get the parry off to no avail. Yep. Deadeye shots are going to be a pain. Could be worse, though. Okay, this is a hit and a half. Let's activate concentrated fire here. Let's activate rapid fire. Let's get a single pot shot in. That'll increase our shots. There we go. I guess I'll reload here. Why not? We have the option. Okay, they're really trying to get the hits off to no avail. Yeah, no, the Pink Horror is now going to start bleeding, which is going to help us significantly, I would imagine. Okay, let's save here, because we've actually... We've hit a golden zone in this area now. Okay, we're just going to barrage these guys. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I do have the ability to barrage them. There we go. There we go. We will activate run and gun here just to get another stack of versatility here. It does appear that using the sword is gonna get more accuracy out. So we'll just do that. There we go. Not that it really does anything here, but that's fine. Activate rapid fire. Okay, nice. Parry coming in clutch. Now, let's actually check our statistics. Oh, we got 112 armor. Nice. Okay, so we are effectively immortal, but we do have 120 dodge. So I suppose that is also a benefit that we've got going for ourselves. So that means we've got 120 parry as well, so that's something worth noting. I'm gonna save here, because, I'm actually gonna try something a little different. We are going to swap out of Cautious Approach, which is going to mitigate our, dodge and parry buffs. However, we're still going to keep the 112 armor, which is effectively making us immortal. And let's try and get the damage out. So we're going to activate Cautious Approach here. I don't know how well this is going to work, but we will try it anyways. So I'm going to barrage here. Let's see. Does a reload get a hit off? Nope, it does not. Not yet, anyways. But yes, no, our dodge is now relatively lower, but our armor is going to carry us. And we are getting 125 stacks of versatility, essentially. Which, that alone is really good for us, to be fair.
If not me.
So now we just need to get some hits off. If we do that, that's going to get really nice. We'll have to see, though, because this is a really hit-or-miss situation. And even then, we'll have to be worrying about, you know, certain things. But for now, I think our damage reduction is going to carry us for the most part. Alright, we're going to pelt this guy
I'll see to it personally.
with a single hit. That's a miss. Okay, what else do we have? We can go with concentrated fire
This
here.
is good as done.
There we go. Activate run and gun. This will give us a 60 to hit with 14 to 19 damage. Not so lucky in the hit department, but that's fine. Oh, we're getting hit for 2 damage. And the chaos spawn comes in. Oh god. Not cool. I mean, I kind of predicted that the chaos spawn was going to be a threat, but I wasn't expecting it to be this much of a threat just yet. Alright, well, that's fine. Let's see, we can either go for the... I'm going to go for the slash here. There we go, 11 damage, nice. Chaos Spawn's going to try and get in, and manages to, but is dealing no damage. What does happen to us, though? Let's see. Ow. Okay, we're still taking damage from, the pink horror, apparently.
I'll brush this off.
Our strength from the Horrors of the Warp is now minus 20. That's not cool. Yeah, we're suffering a bit of a negative from the Horrors of the Warp, but we'll be fine. Alright. We are going to activate Concentrated Fire here. We'll activate Surefire Plan here. Alright, let's get a swing off here. There we go. 36, not bad. Alright, let's get a heal off, just so we're making sure we're getting the defenses up. Yeah, our armor is, like, really good. Oh, wait, hold on. That actually depends on, Okay, yeah, no, the chainsword is cutting it through. The Taloned Hand has an armor pen of 15, so that's probably what's going on with Pink Horror. Void Bite is still not enough to deal any significant harm, but we're making it work.
I've faced worse than this.
Okay, we are suffering bleed now, which is to be expected, I suppose, but... eh. Okay, well, we're gonna go for the swing against the Chaos Spawn, because the Chaos Spawn seems to be the biggest issue here. Okay, run and gun, give ourselves a bit of a boost here. Got a swing. There we go, 53, 59. Okay, we're gonna get another concentrated fire stack on. There we go. Oh, great, another Chaos Spawn, lovely. Just what we need. Well, not really, but yeah, I digress. We're making it work, I suppose.
Army of pain won't stop me.
Okay, let's go for the AoE here.
This is good as done.
There we go. That's one dealt with. Now the Pink Horror here is being a nuisance. Alright, we're gonna reload here. This is gonna provoke, but that's fine. Alright. Concentrated Fire is gonna increase our... yeah. That's a 230 increase in damage for a ranged attack. Or rather, a ranged area attack. Although it seems to work on melee AoE attacks as well, which is weird. Whatever. No big deal. Alright, we're gonna go for the swing here. Basic strike, there we go. Run and gun. AoE. That's a 94 damage. There we go. Now we've got 2 blue horrors, which are going to be arguably easier to deal with. We can activate Revel and Slaughter here. Alright, so these guys are going to be arguably way easier to deal with. Because, of course, parry comes in. And then, of course, we got these Chaos Spawns, which are going to be annoying, but could be worse, to be fair. We're going to heal here, just so we got the recovery going. We are going to slash you. There we go.
I'll make it happen.
Alright, we'll activate Run and Gun here. Now we can either go for the gunshot, or we can go for the slice. I'm going to go for the slice here. There we go. Alright, we're almost done with this fight. It took a long time to get done, but hey. The blue horrors are going to be easier to deal with, so... whatever. Okay, this blue horror has a 45 armor. Could be way worse, to be fair. We're just going to slash this guy. There we go. Going to activate Concentrated Fire and Rapid Fire. Worst case, I will probably activate Cautious Approach, but honestly, with how much weapon ballistic skill we got and how much armor we got, the only thing we would have to worry about is bleed. And even then, that's, like, pushing it. Okay, we're gonna go for the swing here. There we go.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Okay, if we activate this, we won't be able to get the attack on melee, but we can certainly get the attack here. And we can deal a ton of blows here, so we might as well go for the ranged shots. There we go. That's some serious damage coming in. Alright, Chaos Spawn's gonna march up. Thankfully, Firearm Mastery comes in clutch here. Now, we can either go normal route. I'm gonna go here, to say the least. Alright, we're gonna go for the Chaos Spawn here. Make sure we get hits off.
I won't compromise my principles.
Alright, there we go. That's 4 shots. Let's Revel and Slaughter to get even more to hits. Let's activate Rapid Fire to get even more to hits. Or more hits, anyways. It's an 80% chance, but that's fine. If we get a shot off... ah, damn. No luck. No biggie. We can get another shot with this. There we go. That's nothing. Alright. We can... honestly, we should be fine. Let's save just to be safe. I don't want to go through all that, you know, pain and hardship again, but I'm going to save here just to make sure. Let's see. How are you going to fare? Deadeye shot is certainly not enough. Okay, we're going to run and gun it here. We're going to go right here. And, yeah, it's basically game over, but I'm going to quickly just make sure we got the absolute best results here. There we go. Done. God, that took a while. Holy hell. Alright, well, that's how you do it, I guess. You just have to get into the corner and, pray to God that that creature doesn't, you know, utilize his full barrage technique. Anyways. Argenta rushes to the last living cultist and silently, furiously punches him in the face. Blasphemous heretic. Who were you praying to? I know those words. That call to a lord... Argenta didn't get to finish. The cultist, having dropped to his knees, interrupts her with grating, rasping laughter. Of course I know them. I recognize two, lackey, to the corpse on the throne. Haven't you already experienced the power of a true god? Didn't you flee from us, shedding tears? Argenta recoils as if from a blow, but then steps forward, grabs the cultist by the scruff of his neck, makes him look into her eyes, burning like embers. I am the one of the Adeptus Doratus, and I have never, not once in my life, fled from a heretics and betrayers of humankind. Argenta, wait. The heretic must be interrogated. What do you want to know, servant of the Corpse Emperor? The names of my brethren? How many of us are there? Where were we? Or where we are? I will tell you myself. We are myriad, and we are everywhere. Soon, very soon, you will hear our voices, and when you hear them at your back, so close you can feel our breath, then you will know the power of a true god. How do you know Argenta? Have you seen her on Footfall before? Not on Footfall. In another place, she flew right in, like a bird into a snare. Argenta is staring at the cultist, her eyes wide, as if against her will. She whispers 2 words. Salus Prime. Argenta, what is he talking about? She snaps out of it as if emerging from a reverie. A planet. A place. It doesn't matter. I know these heretics. I fought them and was gravely wounded. But I swear, I never turned from them and ran. She turns to the cultist, her eyes filled with cold fury. If you truly have seen me on Salus Prime, someone among you must know a way to get there. Do you have your own ship? A navigator? Answer me! Ships and maps, roads and doors, we have them all. But our paths are not for you. The true god spins his web, and you are but a fly caught in it. But where is the spider? The cultist's eyes are filled with madness. I need something more coherent. Rogue trader, we won't get anything from this madman. As for my part in this story, I will tell it, but not here, not in his presence. Who or what is this true god you keep mentioning? You will know in time. The cultist gives you a wicked smile, painted with a fresh paint of blood on his lips. Very well. End him, Argenta. You can kill me, servants of the Corpse Emperor, but you can't stop the victory of a true god. The edge of daybreak is nigh, and the hour of his triumph approaches. Silence hangs for a minute, then Argenta turns to you and shrugs nonchalantly. That's it. We fulfilled Reverend Harmonius's request, which means I'm now free. I can continue my travels with you, Rogue Trader. Before we leave this den, let us round up what remains of the blasphemers. I would like to cleanse this place with purifying flame, but perhaps we can find clues that might tell us where these heretics came from, or if they have any more associates. Argenta lowers her head wearily. We need to talk, but it can wait. Let's meet up on the ship when it's time to depart Footfall. Well, that sounds about right. And my god, was that a long-winded fight. Holy hell. With how much stuff we had to overcome, I'm kind of surprised it led to that. We're gonna grab everything, though, before we go. Obviously, everything has its place, and, you know. I do believe we are actually going to get a very, very useful artifact around here, if I recall my information correctly. But of course, we need to wait until we get it. It's kind of a hard find, I think. Well, it's kind of a good find, anyways, for us, anyways. If we can pick that, I do believe that's how we're going to find it. But we will see. Alright, let's save here. We've managed to complete the majority of the area here. Now we will just go through the goods here. Alright, we've managed to get a melted charge and the Soratius boots. The wearer raises momentum to 175 whenever they kill 5 enemies in a row in 1 turn. This is good if we can kill 5 enemies in a single turn. This is not good if we can't do that, so we are stuck in a bit of a predicament, because we can't really do that, I don't think. We don't have that luxury, unfortunately, I don't think.
I always have a
So
backup
we're
plan.
in a bit of a predicament there, but could be worse, could be worse. But I digress. With that out of the way, let's see. Unfortunately, I don't think we managed to get the item that I wanted. I do know of what we need, but it requires Iconoclast for it. So I guess we'll have to look around for it. Probably what we'll do is we'll go through the trade route, or the traders, and we'll get it when we get the chance. But I know we can get it early. I just don't know where we can get it, essentially. Oh well. We will get it in due time. We will get it in due time. Okay. So, before we do leave Footfall, I do need to discuss a particular thing. So, when I mentioned that I could do certain things here and there, or when I mentioned I could get certain items from
money to be made?
What is it? Yeah, when I mentioned I could get a specific armor from the... not the Adept... Oh, God. The Adeptus Mechanicus, I believe it was called.
My options open.
But yeah, no, I did say I could get something from there, but actually, that is not the case. So, if you do want to get what I'm looking for come Act 4, you need to focus into the... I do believe you need to focus into the Adeptus Doratus. Well, no, not the Adeptus Doratus, but the Dargonus. That's it. That's it. But you need to focus into them if you want to get the results that you're looking for. But, I digress. Let us get on the ship, and let's get going, because we're basically done. Alright.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Okay, we got Kiavagama stuff, we got personal pilots, obviously, Voidmans, yep. So yeah, we need to undergo trade with we don't need to focus into the trade of Adeptus Mechanicus, but we do need to look through the trades, I do believe, and we can do that now on the ship. Because normally you couldn't do it, not until you actually meet with all the traders. So now we can do that, and now we can get the results that we're looking for. But I'm rambling at this point. I digress. There is going to be a point where we're going to get a very fancy trinket, so let's look forward to that, at least. I thought I got it this early, but I guess maybe I get it somewhere else, and I just forgot, but I digress. Talking with the High Factorum, we can go into... Oh, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. I'm going to have to grab dinner a bit, but first I will address this issue. So, if you hit option 7 here, which is the order of shipping and transport of some goods, you are given a menu that you can work with. This gives options with the Drusians, Explorators, Kabbalah Mission, Fellowship of the Void, and the Imperial Navy. The Imperial Navy is dedicated to all your ship-faring needs, so if you ideally want to keep them leveled up. So just as you fight Navy battles, you'll basically get more ship parts. This is the focus that you want to go for. Well, in all runs, basically. Fellowship of the Void is basically pirates. Kabbalah Mission is basically controlled criminals. Explorators are the Adeptus Mechanicus. And Drusians are basically the Cult of St. Drusus, which gives you the most beneficial items. Now, I've already set up myself with Explorators, but that's not exactly what we want to focus in, ideally. Preferably. But we'll see how things pan out. Drusians, they are going to have a number of things that will help us. But for late game, they will provide the most beneficial items. So you do ideally want to get on their good side. The earlier, the better. But yeah, no, you can get things that are going to be really interesting item-wise. You can get some pretty good weapons, armor, some trinkets in there, you know, everywhere. Everything has their benefits, essentially. But regardless, the Drusians are ideally who we want to trade with. But we can go for anyone here, to be fair, and it would work out. The Kaspala mission has their merits. I do believe there is a trinket I can find. I just need to find it. It's somewhere within the groups that I am aware of. Is what I thought, but I guess not. I guess it's a findable item. Well, for now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to trade all of our things with the Drusians here. That is going to be our go-to. Alright, we can get a militant cloak, which allows us to avoid the first melee attack in combat. We also get an elite chainsword, which gives us more parry. Alright, and for the Kaspala mission, which is going to be our primary focus for trade when it comes to Heretic and Xeno trophies, that's probably going to be our go-to. We're going to grab the Eldari grenade here. But yeah, no, we're going to have our own merits here, and we're going to go from there. But I digress. The core focus we want to get into is Drusians. Originally it was Explorators, so I thought, but that isn't the case. So we're just going to focus on the Drusians, have Explorators as a secondary fallback. Kaspala mission is going to be a third focus, but beyond that, we'll leave everything alone. But yeah, we're going to ignore the Fellowship of the Void from this point onwards with the 3, and yeah, that is going to be it. I'm going to quickly grab dinner, and I'll probably play for like 20 more minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. I will see you guys in 5 minutes. Take care. Okay, I am now back. Alright, so, before we go anything further... Yeah, so, we're gonna listen to Jay's request, we're gonna go talk with Argenta, and then we're gonna talk with, yeah, we're just gonna talk with what's-his-face, the leader of Footfall. And then that'll probably be it. So this will allow me to be quiet for a little bit, and I guess we'll see if we get some dialogue options, but I digress.
Greetings.
I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past and explain these strange words of that cultist on Footfall.
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, rogue trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the sacred warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Of course. Let us go there right away. Argenta drops to her knees, her hands making the sign of the Aquila. Her eyes are locked on a sweeping signature on the warrant, a seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper, unless one knows whose hands left the mark and whose blood is on that paper. If thou seest a flaw in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fall of mine, burn me with flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou cease delight in me, grace me. If thou hearest this plea of mine, bless me, with wrath of fury and of righteousness. Argenta's voice is sonorous, as if made from singing hymns and prayers. But right now, she cannot seem to catch her breath. So overwhelmed with emotion is she. For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy sword, O Emperor. I bring solace to servants of thine, and ruin to foes of thine, a fate of terror and righteousness. Upon finishing, she closes her eyes and remains silent for a long time with her head raised high. Slowly, like the first licks of flame in a campfire, a smile blossoms on her lips. When Argenta opens her eyes, they are light with uncanny resolution. Rogue Trader, we need to talk, or rather, I need to tell you something. The truth. The truth of how I ended up on Theodore von Valentius' ship, and about the cultists we encountered on Footfall. I'm listening. Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story, and you'll see why. Argenta pauses. I'll start from beginning. It's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving in the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been signed to safeguard was already well protected by Reverend Harmonius' mission, and no one was even trying to defile it. For all its lawlessness, Footfall represents or respects the worship of the Emperor. That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of divine will, in a way. Argenta falters, searching for the words. It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salus Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest, a fair world away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. I'd never even heard of such a planet. Does it belong to the von Valentius dynasty? Yes. Now the planet is yours by right, but it is not as simple as that. The warp route leading to it was lost. I will explain it in due time. May I continue? The description of Salus Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from ancient legend. The legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Her voice goes reverent. Argenta, the living saint. She is my patroness. The order named me after her. She died a millennia ago, when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes or her holy relic, the One Star. For the fallen ship, which now served as the resting place for the saint's remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter. All others would meet their death. Imagine what it felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell with merely a vague legend. No one knew its actual whereabouts, and suddenly, I, myself named after the saint, come across this information. I realized at that moment it was important that I must journey to this planet to find the ship. So I asked Reverend Harmonius to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet Salus Prime. Why did you keep your supposition from Reverend Harmonius? Surely he could have helped you in the search for the ship and the saint's remains. I couldn't just come out and tell him. It was important revealed to me personally, can't you see? I told Reverend Harmonius the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirits. It really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its depth, if I had laid my hand on the remains of the relic, it would have been a sign that I had truly been blessed with the saint's favor. Your actions were driven by hubris, Argenta. It's as if you wanted to keep your discovery all to yourself. Argenta bites her lip. You suspect me of unworthy urges, but I will accept this reproach and try to best think on it. The sisters know the meaning of humility. I imagine Theodora was thrilled with the prospect. Lady Theodora lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit a newly discovered world, and she took me with her. You mentioned something called the One Star. What is it? Apologies, I got so carried away that I forgot to explain. The One Star is the relic kept by Saint Argenta. I belong to the Order Ponitus, and we attach particular significance to holy relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it is exactly. Argenta's hagiography at times calls it a banner, or a set of armor, or a blessed chainsword. One thing is certain, it was a beacon of righteousness, and it was lost with Argenta's death. What happened next? Defeat. The ship's augers failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this, though. According to the legend, the ship can conceal itself to the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by a pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed there with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know Saint Argenta's hagiography by heart. I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscure clues. Description of mountains and rivers from millennia-old tales, and I was certain that I had found the way to the ship. And that's when we were attacked. The words we heard in the heretic's shrine on Footfall. Something about ways, doors, please addressed it some lord, the edge of daybreak. Argenta is shaking with disgust. They were the same words as the spoken by the cultists who attacked us on Salus Prime. My whole unit perished. All those honest, brave people I had led to the search for the relic. It's only a miracle that I didn't perish along with them. I didn't connect these events at first. The cultists on Footfall, the cultists on Salus Prime, the cultists attacking the ship, and Kunrad's betrayal. What if these are all links in the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of Devon Valencia's servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my search? Sadly, the only one who might have all the answers, Kunrad, escaped. Oh yes, and I sincerely hope we get to meet him again. The serpent needs to answer a few questions before he's plunged into cleansing flame. I will say this, there is no need to blame yourself. If the heretics really had wormed their way into the Von Valencia's ranks by then, they would have found the planet even without you going there. I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet. Kunrad, on the other hand, he sympathized with me when I first came aboard. He helped arrange an audience with Theodora, and supported me in my efforts to visit the planet. I never told him plainly why I wanted to go there, but I imagine that vulture must have figured out that it was something important, something related to the holy faith of the Imperium. And what could delight a heretic more than defiling a relic? And how did you manage to escape from the cultists? Argenta hangs her head. Theodora's people received the distress signal, came to my rescue and brought me aboard the ship. I barely remember what happened when they arrived. I was already severely wounded, fighting back with whatever remained of my strength. I think I shouted that we had to go after them, but they didn't listen. They took me to the shuttle and pulled out. After that, it was all blackness. When I came to, we were already in the middle of a warp jump. Theodora had urgent matters to take care of, and she decided that she could clear out the planet at a later time. And that is why you didn't trust me before? Yes, Rogue Trader. I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as a servant of the Archenemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of the cultists and was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthright with you, so I studied you, looking for the seeds of corruption, or the light of righteousness. And what did you find? A man who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped eradicate the cultists on Footfall. Argenta smiles as if reminiscing about a pleasant evening spent in the company of friends, rather than a bloody battle. Although my opinion of you started to change even before then, back when you agreed to talk to the orphans at my request. A leader who's willing to honor those who laid down their lives for them and take care of their children is a leader who inspires trust. And the way you acted in that moment. You remember, there was a young man whose grief and confusion had driven him to insolence. You found the words that could comfort him. You didn't punish him, didn't scare him with a show of audacity. You even admitted that you are not all-powerful. It surprised me. I even saw it as a weakness at first, but after giving it some thought, I saw the wisdom in it. The way you openly address a thoughtless boy does you credit, Rogue Trader. So just to clarify everything in a nutshell. You were wounded, so you never found St. Argenta's ship, is that right? Yes. I rushed to Theodora in that moment I could walk again, and I insisted on going back to Salus Prime to defend a relic from the heretics. I was told that the warp had destroyed the old route to the planets, and that plotting a new one would take a great deal of time and effort. As if there could be anything more important than protecting the faith and hunting down servants of the Archenemy. In any event, the route was lost, and all knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship again, along with the old navigator. But now we have a new lead. The data that we collected in the cultist shrine on Footfall. I don't care what that reprobate we executed said. There must be a way to track it down. Tell me, Rogue Trader, will you help me in this undertaking? Will you help me find this great relic and return it to the people of the Imperium? There is nothing I wouldn't do to reclaim a sacred object for the people of the Imperium. Well... Argenta walks up and places her hand on your shoulder. So be it, rogue trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will marked by his own hand, I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has returned, and the heretics punished. May the light be with us, both on this path. Alright. We've got our plan there. So Argenta's looking for a ancient holy relic. That's sure to be interesting. And now we got 2 more things to do. Our next person that we need to talk with is down here, I do believe. Here we go, Jay.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Sherin. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Sherin. I will watch your back, if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted?
Was there some business you wished to discuss?
Oh, Sherin, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to invite you to a more private place. My words are meant for your ears alone.
All right. Oh, whoops. We are going to talk with Jay here. There we go. The flickering light of dozens of candles play across Jay's face. Marking her small smile appears even more mysterious. Sherin, the Exalted One himself brought us together the day you crossed Vladimir's threshold. He led us onto the cargo and gave us his blessing for its return. You know what people on my world would say when such things happens? What's gained is to be shared with your neighbor. She points at the containers in front of her. One contained a polished Aldari rifle and a rare model, and the other holds an ornate sword. I am sharing what I've gained with you. Please accept these humble gifts in honor of our wildly successful, though suddenly struck, friendship. Now, the Wanderer's Portent is a very powerful item early on, as is the Bloodseeker's Clave, but we are going to need Drakari weapon proficiencies or Aldari weapon proficiencies in order to use such things. A truly wonderful gift. I'll accept it with gratitude. I knew you would appreciate Zeno's mastery of their craft. Jay beams at you, curling a lock of black hair around an augmented finger. After a brief pause, she awkwardly continues. So, the matter I wish to discuss with you is related to my business. You know how I sell Xeno artifacts to interest Imperial subjects, and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well, my network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to expansion, well, that's where I hit a wall. Rivals envious of my success. Falco especially. I am certain the theft of the cargo was his doing, but I can never predict what that Ashmag will do next. And while the Imperium authority may be fragmented in the expanse, it could crack down on my people of my profession at any moment. Go on. If the rogue trader put in a good word for me with the servants of Adeptus Ministratum, it could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. Just imagine it. A little scrap of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmat schemes. Far better than any refractor field. And even then, the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me. because I'll be a representative of the law in my own right. And the best part of it all is that it will cost you precisely nothing, Shireen. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum Palace and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informants tell me that the palace is located on Dargonus, your capital world. You see how everything has aligned so wonderfully? And, of course, I will repay you in kind. Alright, how do I benefit from you gaining official status? Besides being in receipt of my eternal gratitude, Shireen? JP fully. Won't it be beneficial to have someone in your retinue with the weight of authority behind them, rather than just another pawn? One slip of paper, and I will be able to extend my network to systems far beyond Footfall. My agents will be your eyes and ears throughout the expanse. That sounds simple enough. I will help. Well, it sounds simple enough. Why not? I'll help. Exalted One, oh bless you, Shireen. I couldn't find a better business partner in all of the Expanse. Friendship is a gift from the Exalted One, and we must cherish it. And you will have no complaints about our friendships for Shireen. I may not be a trade representative of the Imperium just yet, but I can help you with whatever you need. You must have some faction in mind that you would like to establish relationships with. The severe Drusians, the hot-headed pirates of the Kaspala. You merely need to use the right words like a key for a lock, and people will open their hearts to you. Or their wallets. I will arrange everything you merely just have to ask. Let us get help with the Drusians, because they are going to be helping us a lot in the late game, so getting the reputation up is ideal. Not a problem, Shireen. I will have my people put a good word for you in the right circles. I will humbly wait until you steer a vessel towards Dargonus. The Mercatum Tabula Officialet. It sounds almost as majestic as the Wards of Trade. But essentially, yes. We are going to need to do some work for her. But in turn for all the effort that we are getting from her, we did get 2 key items. The Wanderer's Portent is a really, really good item to have. It is a sniper rifle, but that only does dead-eye shots, but it does cost 1 AP to do. So there is merit to using the Wanderer's Portent if you're looking for something that's going to deal damage in a... well, going to deal a lot of damage, to say the least. So that's why the Wanderer's Portent is so powerful. If you had multiple turns, you could basically take advantage of this, you know, beautiful weapon and lay out attack after attack after attack, which is nice. We do not have that luxury, unfortunately. The Drakari weapon proficiency is probably going to be our go-to here, because it's going to give us a rate of fire of 7, as opposed to the 4 that we currently got. So that is an option. We can also focus on a rate of fire of 8 if we get a heavy bolter. But for now, we are going to hold out on those, because obviously we can't use them right now. The Bloodseeker Clave is basically... yeah, the area attack it has is basically increased. So it's great for AoE damage if you're looking to play a swordsman build, if you're good with Drakari weapons. I think, honestly, what we'll probably do is we're definitely going to need to get a heavy weapon, though, in the future. Because that is going to be our... I think that's going to be our build, anyways. Because the more attacks we do, the better. And there's actually a reason that we're going to be doing it, because there is going to be merit to doing so. But I digress. There's one more thing that we got to do, and then we will wrap up stream. And that is go right back to Footfall, because we still have one thing to do. Technically 2, but I digress. We are going to go straight to the Liege's residence here. We don't need anybody here for this, so we will just keep going. But I just need to notify them that I'm basically done. And reporting to them is actually going to help us, so... it's going to be nice. Okay. Almost done.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, we're gonna march all the way over to here. Let's save. And let's go talk with this guy. Right here. What is happening to the Shadow Quarters? Why is there a quarantine? Oh, that. Who knows? It could have been an actual epidemic, or perhaps the two families that started it all came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. What best solution is there to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself? I wish to help the people of the quarantine zone. I will have medicine delivered to them from my ship. I can't bar you from doing so, but I can't help but note that it's not the wisest course of action. With all due respect, your lordship. I did what you could not. I found and neutralized the Aveners agitators-in-chief. That is truly an outstanding accomplishment, your lordship. Footfall can now rest easy, at least until the next mad hoodlum makes itself known. Alright. For our trouble, we get some experience by reporting that. And now we can go to the Drusians and let them know that we've managed to clear their problem as well. But I digress. Everything in strides. Everything in strides.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright, we're going to march our way up to here. And we'll talk with Harmonious Dorsolo here. Your request has been fulfilled. The cultist den in the Shadow's quarters has been cleared out. A grim smile brightens his features, and he makes a sign of the Aquila. I hope their suffering was consummate with their deeds. Let's see what they offer us now. We got a little bit more rep, nothing really too crazy. Let's add this to cargo, I suppose. There doesn't appear to be too much in here, so we're just going to add certain things to cargo, and we'll see what we get. Auto pistols, not really that great. We're just going to put these into cargo, I suppose. There we go. This can go to cargo. Serrated great swords, tempting but not required. 18 to 20. We'll put this into cargo, I suppose. Bolt pistols. We should need it. Same for the flamer. Although the flamer ideally would actually be pretty strong, I think. It's going to be better than a shotgun, I think. Yeah, the shotgun has a shorter spread. But the hand flamer has way more spread going for it. So there's more area of effect, which means more enemies that are going to be affected by it. So I might actually result to flamer proficiency as well. That might be an option that we go for. Haven't decided yet, though. For now, though, we will keep the long las and the rebel sniper rifle. We don't need the master maul, so add that to cargo. We don't need the officer chainsword, I do believe, so we'll add that to cargo. Do we need the thunderhammer? It is a power bludgeoning weapon, but we shouldn't need this for our build, so we're going to add that to cargo. Elite chainsword. It does more damage, but the -5 to armor does stack, so for particularly annoying fights, that's actually good. We're going to get rid of the Wrath of St. Drusus here, unfortunately, but hey, that's fine. Arc rifle we're keeping. We don't need the Bloodhound staff, because we're not using it. Normal bolter versus modified. We're going to get rid of the bolters, because we don't need this. Heavy bolter is a heretical weapon. Plasma pistols. And plasma guns, we're not going to use those, so we'll just add those to cargo for now. Alright, that's weapons done. We don't need the armor here, so I guess I'll just add this to cargo here. Gear-wise, we should be fine. I don't mind just keeping all that, but I digress. Let's go for tradables here. There we go. We've increased it a little further, but we still need, like, what? We need a bit more melee weaponry, maybe a bit more armor, that sort of thing, before we can actually get some more rep. But I digress. I think I can actually get some if we were to sell some of these things here. Stims. Stims would give us 4 more MP and AP, but given that we're not taking advantage of next turns, this is actually pretty useless to us. For now, we're just going to add that to cargo, I think. This is Mechanicus creations. That's fine. Stun grenades we can use. Onslaught. It'll increase our movement speed and grant us extra charges. Yeah, we don't need that. Intoxicating elixir. Nope. Okay, let's see. We can keep the Herald Servo Skulls. We're gonna keep the grenade. There. Floor. This is good because it's Iconoclast, and it lasts until the end of combat, so that's good. Frag grenades we keep. Force grenades are absolutely useless, as far as I'm aware. I'll keep them just in case, you never know. Fire grenades are always nice. Immunity to warp damage, we're keeping that. Blinding grenades, yeah, it's basically the same as stun grenades. We'll keep them around for now. Plasma grenades we're going to keep, and we're going to keep the adaptive antidotes. We can't sell anything more to the Drusians, but we can still try. And miscellaneous isn't going to cut it, so I guess for now, we're just going to have to leave that alone. Alright, let's go. That is all the Drusian stuff that we can do there. We'll make do with other things, but yeah. We just had to turn things in, and now we can basically go back to the ship. And we should be good to just leave docks here, and then we should be good to go. But I digress. Alright, with this, we will march our way all the way back to the ship. Go back on. And let's actually check our journal before we go. Okay, we need to talk with the Master of Seals. We need to bring Heinrichs to Kiabagama. And everything is basically off Footfall, so yeah. Restore the operations on the administrative apparatus on Dargonis. Yep. So we've got a lot of stuff to cover. But I digress. To the void ship we go. Alright, well, with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. We've managed to get quite far in the session. We've managed to not only have we managed to basically defeat the heavy-hitting fights that have come our way, but ultimately we came out of there with a better piece of armor, which is really going to help us come the future. We got a few trinkets that are going to help us. Probably going to get rid of the heretical stuff and dogmatic stuff, because we aren't going to be using those. So, in fact, I'm actually just going to add all these to cargo, to be quite honest. So, yeah. We're making some significant progress. We're going to be we're going to slowly escalate things to get stronger and stronger. The ideal with our build is going to be stacking as much versatility as possible, but we'll have to see how things pan out. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.